and welcome to another edition of It's Your City. I'm Bob Crowell, and I have the honor and privilege of being the mayor of the greatest city in Nevada, our very own capital, Carson City. As you know, every couple weeks after a board meeting, I give kind of a rundown of what happened at the board meeting and also some things going on around town, and that's what I'm going to do today. Usually I tape this after a board meeting on a Thursday, although yesterday it was a long board meeting. We had meetings from all the way from 8:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night. It was a very informative day, but a long day, and so I'll try, and this is being taped on a Friday, so I'll try and be a little more smiley today and not so tired as we were when we ended up yesterday. But let me talk a little bit about what happened at the board meeting. First, we agreed with the Carson River Advisory Committee to go along with its request to be dissolved as an advisory committee. The Carson River Advisory Committee had completed its work in terms of developing a master plan for the Carson River and had done an extremely good job of doing that. And now the plan developed by the Advisory Committee will be implemented by the Open Space Committee. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the Carson River Advisory Committee and its members for everything they've done over the years to make sure that we keep an eye on the Carson River and the watershed that goes into the Carson River. It is not as simple as one might think. We have a navigable river going through our community, and it takes a lot of thought and a lot of thoughtful people with knowledge of the watershed and knowledge of rivers to give us an accurate assessment of what we needed to do to protect that environment out there for future generations to come. And I'm certain that the Open Space Committee will continue that fine tradition of our Carson River Advisory Committee. So I want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for your service to our community. It has been it has just been tremendously appreciated. So again, thank you. While I'm talking about thanking, I don't want to give a shout out and a thank you to the Carson City School District. We also heard on Thursday a briefing from the Carson City School District regarding their recent successful grant application that they got. They are now #1 in the nation on this round of grants for the Race to the Top applications for $10 million. We heard from Sue Kima, Brian Wallace, and Dr. Berdare, and Ben Contine, and Ron Swerzik from the school board about what that Race to the Top grant meant, what it meant in terms of moving the education ball forward in our community, and how they intended to implement it. It was an extremely informative, let me just say it like this, it was an extremely informative presentation, and I can't tell you how proud we are of our school district to be named #1 in the nation on that round of grant applications. And as Brian Wallace said, it's kind of nice sometimes to beat out Washoe County and Clark County. So again, my hat's off and our community's hats off to the Carson City School District for being awarded the Race to the Top grant application for $10 million for our schools. It will do a great deal to advance the education of our young people all the way from elementary, secondary, and high school. So again, thank you very much to the school district. While I'm talking about things ongoing in the community, I should also mention that there's been some concern, or concern's the wrong word, but there's been a strong appetite, let's put it that way, in our community to have some signage put on the waysides coming into our community from all three of our sides, the north, south, and east, that would say that to come visit historic Carson City. And I'm proud to say that in meetings with the Nevada Department of Transportation folks, we have all agreed that we will now get signage that will designate Carson City as an historic place on the waysides coming into our community. And we hope to have those signs up by spring. We have to do some signage within our community as well, pointing out the historic amenities that we have. but I'm assured that we can have all those done and coordinated so that when the tourist season starts in the spring here, that there will be signage up to say, come down and look at the historic nature of our community. And so I want to thank NDOT for Nevada Department of Transportation for working with us to get that accomplished. And while I'm saying that, I also want to give another shout out to the Historic Resources Committee, led by Mike Drews. A big piece, or as I call it, Exhibit A, and being allowed for NDOT anyway, in agreeing to put historic signage up for our city was the fact that our historic district in Carson City was placed on the National Register of Historic Places through the efforts of our Historic Resources Committee. That's a big deal, and it's the primary reason we were able to get that designation. I'm told by the director, Ronnie Hanneman of the Chamber of Commerce, who has been a strong proponent of putting this signage up, that it will do wonders, or at least hopefully will do wonders to bring people down into our community that might not otherwise have seen fit to try and get off the freeway and come into our community. So I want to say thanks to all those folks who participated in getting that accomplished. And while we're talking about signs, let me say that it's my understanding that we are getting very close to having an LED sign, state-of-the-art LED sign that's been championed by the Chamber of Commerce to take the place of the old community center sign on Highway 50 or Williams Street, however you want to call it. And we should have that up probably by early spring as well. I know that the bids are going out and they're doing the finishing touches on what that sign should look like and the type of information that should go on the sign. But that again will be a good, it is just a nice way of showing that Carson City takes pride in itself and its amenities. So my hat's off to the Chamber of Commerce for championing that project. Also on the agenda, as you know, Carson City has been leasing the BRIC, or the Business Resource Innovation Center, right across the street from City Hall. For those of you who've been around here a while, that's the old Fireside Inn. And right now that houses the small business the small business center for Carson City on the first floor, and also parts of the library research facilities for businesses seeking to come to Carson City or expand in Carson. And upstairs we have our planning, permitting, and built in public and some parts of the Public Works Department up on the second floor. It's designed to be a one-stop shop for entities either seeking to relocate here or expand here. And so that they don't have to go to multiple different places to find out what is required or what's not required. And hopefully we will present an attitude and a vision for Carson City, for businesses coming here, that we are open for business and we are business friendly. So we decided that instead of continuing to lease that building, since we had an option to purchase the same, purchase the building, that we would enter into an installment purchase agreement by exercising the option to purchase. And the out-of-pocket costs for the community are about the same as they were with the leasehold payments. So, but we would do it by getting low-cost bond funding on an installment purchase agreement for 15 years, and we would end up owning the building. That agreement to finance the building, finance the purchase, was approved unanimously by your Board of Supervisors. Let me also say that we agreed to hire Pontex, a group that would provide a classification and compensation study for Carson City. Since the downsize of employees of Carson City, we have about 550 employees now, maybe a little bit less. But we have dropped maybe close to either, we've lost through either attrition or whatever, about 100 employees through the recession here. A number of employees' jobs have changed because of that. Some employees have taken on additional workload. And our charter also requires us to make sure that we are properly classifying our employees. And so the last time we did one of these classification studies was, I think, 14 years ago, 1999. It's time to do it again. It's time to do it not only for so our employees are accurately classified, but also in accordance with our charter. We will also get an idea of the level of compensation that our employees have, consistent with comparable jobs in the region. And we will have that result probably by, not probably, we'll have it by June 30th of this year. We also spent a considerable amount of time talking about changes to Title VII of the Municipal Code. And Title VII is our Animal Services ordinance. And as I mentioned on this program a number of times, we have been asked by members of the community to take a look at that ordinance to see if it is indeed doing what it's supposed to do in terms of ensuring not only the safety of the animals and wildlife in our area, but also the safety of our public. And so there was on December 12th of last year, there was a community forum conducted by Marina Works and her group and Gail Radke to go through potential changes to Title VII. They brought those changes forward. I'm pleased to say that I think that most all the issues and questions that were raised during the forum were addressed in the new ordinance, and so we've made progress on that basis. We've also taken a look at the ordinance to ensure that, as we're doing with all our ordinances, to make sure that they're updated with current law as it comes down from the state. So there were some changes not only that we wanted to make as a community, but those changes that were necessary in order to comply with state law. The upshot of that was that there were still some concerns and ways from the board about ways that we could tweak, and that word, I guess tweak is a proper word, the ordinance to maybe make it, to clarify some areas. And we agreed that we would sit down in a forum where it wasn't a business session of the Board of Supervisors, but sit down and go through Title VII in some detail and see if we could get all the clarifications and concerns of the board members worked out, so that we could bring back a rather complete ordinance for further public discussion during the ordinance review process. So we will be doing that, but I want to let you know that I believe it's our board's intention, your board's intention, to update Title VII and make it workable for today in today's world, and also to ensure that we are doing whatever we can possible to ensure the safety of all of our residents and our animals in our community. And while we're talking about animals, we received an update from the Animal Services folks. The city has agreed to hire an architect to see what a new animal services shelter might look like and what it would cost. So we received an informational-only briefing from the architect who put that together, and it's about, according to the architect, it's about a $3.9 million endeavor. We don't have the funds for that, but it is a goal that we want to take the architectural drawings to go out and see if we can raise as much private money as we can to get an animal services building and shelter, new one created that meets with the Humane Society requirements and is the right thing to do for our animal population in our community, to see what we can do in terms of raising private money. And I'll mention the name, Lisa Schutte is spearheading a nonprofit organization that is out raising funds as I speak to see if we can raise as much money as we can on the $3.9 million to make the animal services shelter, a new animal services shelter, a reality in our community. I don't need to tell most of you out there who are listening to this broadcast that our existing animal services facilities are, to say the least, working on a, I don't know what the right word is here either, but probably a bootleg or shoestring, I guess is the word, and we need to correct that. And so we will, over time, have that as a goal for our community. There's other things that went on during the board meeting, and I'd encourage you to take a look at the agenda. If you have any questions about what was done on that day, or any questions at all, please feel free to give any one of the board members a call, or me a call, or an email. Our numbers and email addresses are all listed on the Carson City website, which I'm led to believe, speaking of the website, we are in a process of updating, and hopefully within the very near future here, we will have a new website that will make access to your government information easier to access and read, hopefully readable. That's about it for today. I want to take this opportunity to again thank the Carson River Advisory Committee members for all the work that they've done on the Carson River, and I also want to take this opportunity, as I do every 2 weeks, to thank each and every one of you in our community for what you do to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. Together we will move forward in this community so that we have a healthy, vibrant, and secure community for all of us, young, middle-aged, and old, like I am. So again, enjoy the next couple weeks. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.